Alright, next up we're going to be using Angelus black leather dye on the pieces of maple. I've got the 50-50 diluted solution here with the neutral, and then I've got the full strength bottle here as well. I've got two cut up rags. We're going to go ahead and apply the 50-50 mix here. We're going to soak this. I've used a lot of black dye historically. I'm curious if this will look a little bit more gray, or if this will stay black or turn splotchy, something along those lines. We'll put two thick coats on. We'll wipe off any leftover junk. And the black burst that I did years ago has a lot of views. It's one of my more viewed videos. So that's the 50-50 mix. And next up here will come straight out of the bottle. We'll see if this is darker. Based on the previous results, it's probably going to look the same coming out of the bottle, and once it dries it'll look a little bit lighter. And we'll move over to the figured piece here. Do two coats of this as well. I'm leaving a little bit of a line here so I can actually see what the heck happened. I can already tell as this is starting to dry, it's much lighter than the full black. So I'll make sure we get a couple even coats here. We'll let this sit, let it dry for a couple hours, come hit it with the sander tomorrow. We'll see what happens. You can already see how much lighter this is than that. So I'm assuming that this will be more gray right out of the bottle when you dilute it. Looks a little splotchy as it's drying, but we'll wait and see to what tomorrow brings us. So, alright, so the thin black actually came out pretty good. I don't really see any splotches or any sort of pooling of the dye. And then the black came out really jet black. So thinning the black actually gets it to go a little bit of a long way. Go ahead and hit this with the sander and see what happens. So after sanding back, you can see definitely grayer, definitely blacker, definitely grayer, definitely blacker, but I'm surprised that there's no splotchiness happening in this. So I've got some naphtha here. Definitely much blacker in the figured piece. And you can see that in the plain piece as well. Just darker, really no difference in the coloring other than the strength of what you're putting down here. So That's Angelus black leather die. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next vid.